Hey cousins, welcome to another video from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video I want to share with you how I got caught up in the Matrixx. So from my last video of the Yarny YouTube Hop, I shared with you about the hood pattern that I had worked on, called the Matrixx hood, right? And I made it too big and I wanted to recreate it the way it was written and report back. So this video is me reporting back. So when I say I got caught up in the Matrixx, like I made a bunch. I made a bunch of them and I made them different, all differently, and I just want to share my takeaway from it and, you know, show you what I worked with. So the original one I showed you was this one. Hey, before we get started, I wanted to ask you, have you done all of the things? If you haven't done all of the things, please do all of the things, or at least 3 of the things, okay? Thank you. This was the first one I made, and I was telling you how she gave instruction on how to customize your sizing, and I took the liberties to try to make it wider because based from, again, I hadn't made it before, so I knew what I was making, but I didn't quite understand the measurements and blah blah blah. So when I held it up to myself from the point where she was giving you the instruction to increase, I was not sure that it was going to make it all the way across my body. So I made it wider, which in turn, I actually did not have to do that. So this was the first one I made, and I shared this in the last video. So this one was made with Premier Puzzle yarn, and I held it double. I don't remember the name of this colorway, but I will get that for you. And this was yarn I had in my stash for a long time. So it calls for her pattern calls for 6-weight yarn, and so the Premier Puzzle yarn is a 5-weight that I held double to create this hood. So this was the first one that I made, and I showed how it looked, and you know, it was too big, like for me. Like listen, I'm pretty sure this will fit somebody, but this one turned out a little bit too big for me. So I tried it again, and I tried it again with this color, and this is also Premier Puzzle. And for this one, I did the pattern the way she wrote it, right? And so this one is actually perfect. I can't say enough good things about this. So this one, actually, I haven't put the connector on this one yet, but I have a bunch of them, so I will. And this was the second one I made. Now this one was made with Premier Puzzle also. I will also get the name of this colorway for you, and this was Premier Puzzle held double. And this one is heavy. Like it's a very heavy, sturdy. I'm gonna put it on for you, hold on. So this is how it looks. So this was the neck part, this is the hood part, and so, you know, you strap it like that, right? It looks so good. I love it, and I love these colors. And so that was that one. My bad. All right, so I had to fix my little do-rag. Okay. So then I decided to make one using 4-weight yarn held double, and I came up with this one. Ooh, this looks so good on the camera. Okay, so this one I followed the pattern just as she wrote it. This one I put the clips on here for the underarm. And this is how this one turned out. And this is using Red Heart Super Saver stripes in Favorite Stripe. That's what this color is, mixed with a black yarn. And for the black yarn, I think it was Mainstay black, because that's what I had enough of to do this this design. And so Red Heart stripe, the, I don't want to call it a jumbo ball, but you know, the big ball that this colorway comes in, the Favorite Stripe, mixed with the black, one strand a piece, one of each will complete a hood. So that's that one. And I'm putting this in a little basket that I have right here. So then after making them, my son said that he wanted one. So I was super excited about that. And so I made him one because his favorite color is red. And this is the one I made for him. Now, unfortunately, it actually did not fit him. So I would say this would range from a size maybe up to an 8-year-old, I would say. But he can get it on, but it's really tight, and he's like, you know, walking around like he broke a limb. So I created this one for him because his favorite color was yellow. And this is I don't know if it's picking up in the camera too much, but this is using, I love this yarn print, I believe, or tweed, and it was like the red with the black speckles in it, and then I put the black around it because I only had 2 balls of this, and this is as far as I got. I mean, I had a little bit of red left, but it would not have made a whole hood. So I changed over to the black and then just finished it like that. And like I said, this is still a cutie, but I have to, I would say up to an 8-year-old. So then I made him another one. And that one I used Premier Puzzle yarn, but I held it singular. And, oh, and I think, let me see. The one for this, I used a 10mm hook for this one. And for this, I believe I also used a 10mm hook for this one. And this one, I used a 6.5 and followed the instructions exactly as she had them written. And I think if I would have used possibly a 7 or 8 hook, it would have turned out perfect using this yarn. And this was also 4-weight yarn held double. So I made him the other one I made him. I don't even have it, but I do have a little video of when he first tried it on. So maybe I'll consider attaching that clip here so you can kind of see it on him, because he has it and I don't know where it is right now to show it to you. But I made that one in Premier Puzzle yarn in the color Sudoku, I believe it was called. It's like a black and gray tones. And I believe I used either a size 8 hook or a 9 hook, and used Premier yarn single strand. So I did that. So then I have more. So then after I made his, I said, oh, I gotta make another one with that Premier yarn, because Premier yarn is my favorite. The Premier Puzzle, it's my ideal yarn for my Curie keyhole scarves. So I have a lot of it in my stash, and every time it kind of goes on sale, I kind of try to get more of it. But I made this one. I love how this one turned out. Now this one was made with Premier Puzzle yarn. I believe the color is called Citrus or Citrus Punch or something like that. And I used I believe I used a 9 hook for this, a 9mm hook. And for this one, instead of doing the clips, I attached toggles onto this, and it just adjusts by pulling that off like that. So I put buttons on this one. Oh, and I also wanted to mention, when I made this one, okay, so let me just hold these side to side, because these are both Premier Puzzle. So this is Premier Puzzle held double, and this is Premier Puzzle held single. So you can still kind of get the same size-ish. It's just that this one is a lot looser. This one is like more stiff, has more body, like, you know, more hold to it versus this one. But I really like how they come out like this, like a little with a little more drape. So for this, I believe I used 3 whole skeins held double to make this one, whereas when you make it like this, it takes about 1.5 skein of puzzle yarn. So cost effectiveness of it all, and the colors are beautiful, fantastic. Okay, so that was that one. I made another one with Premier Puzzle, it's brown one, but this one I had ordered some of those, and I messed up on the measurement. So when I ordered them, they came back so tiny. I ordered some of those hooks because I wanted to get this color, and they came so tiny, but I made it work. I still use them, and so you can still, like, you know, attach and detach. And so that's what these clips look like. So little fancy hardware for it. And I'll find out the colorway for this one too. This is also Premier Puzzle held single, using I believe I'm using a 9 hook, because I had an 8 hook. And I lost it. And so I started using my 9 hook. So that's what I've been using for this, right? I have more. So then I made this one, black and white. This one came out so pretty, like that newspaper. It came out like newspaper looking. This is using Mainstay. This is the Mainstay in that black and white. I think that's what's called, black and white. And I'll find out for sure. But this is Mainstay held double. And I used the regular clip hardware for this one. And this one, I believe I used the 8mm hook for this one. 8mm hook, and Mainstay held double. And it takes that skein, that yarn is about, I want to say 250 yards per skein. So it took me 4. I believe I had to use about 4. It's either 3 or 4 skeins to make one of these hoods. And then I made this one. This is also Mainstay yarn. Now, so you can see where I had to so I'm trying to remember, I'm trying to remember how I constructed this one. I think, okay, so when I constructed this one, I made the body first, right? You make the body and you make the neck piece. And look how the neck piece pulled. So I evidently I was using 1 skein of yarn to do this, and this is how it came out from pulling it. I mean, this is how, from holding it double, this is how it was crocheting up. But then when I switched to the next one, the colors were meeting, and look how it pulled. Like, that is so pretty and cool. But this is the neck part that you only see a little bit of it, right? And then the hood, I was continuing with that yarn as I was making the hood. So the hood has that same pooling effect right here before I had to switch, add new yarn in, and then the new yarn I added in turn back to that. So this one is really cool because it kind of has that, you know, all of that extra detailing and stuff like that. So I really like how this one turned out. That was really cool. And this was Mainstay. So I think, okay, let me show you. I also used the regular black hardware for that one. And I have this bulk. It just happened to have been in the chair. But this is out of 4 skeins of yarn. I just kind of rolled this up really fast. Hold on, let me put that back together. This is how much I had left of the fourth skein of that. So this is how much you have left of that. And ooh, I have the ball band. So this color was called Blue Blend. So that's that. So this was 4 skeins of Blue Blend, and this is how much you would have left. So that was that one. Then let's see. I was working on another project, and I had to go to Joann's to get some extra stuff. And of course, I can't just never go into the store and get what I need to get and get out. I went there for felt. I literally went to Joann's to spend 59 cents. Like, I needed 1 sheet of felt. Somehow, I was able to go into that store and spend $35 when I walked in to spend 59 cents. Anyway, they had a sale, and I bought my felt, but I also bought some other things. But when I bought it, I picked up this yarn, which is the Karen Cakes 1-pounder or whatever. They won't sell for like $7.99, so I couldn't resist. But I picked this yarn. This is the peacock color, and that's how this one turned out. I put the black hardware on it, and this one turned out really, really good. I really like how this one turned out, right? And then after making all of these hoods, like, now it's out of my system. I can put it down now for a little bit, because I haven't even listed any of these in the shop or anything, and none of these are for me. Like, I just started making them because I could not stop making them. But after I made these, I'm thinking to myself, you know, Ange, you're a designer too, you know, like, you make stuff, you design stuff. So for a palette cleanser, I had to whip out one of my own patterns, and with the leftover yarn that I had from this, I paired it with some black yarn, and I made myself a good in the hood hoodie. So this is that color mixed with the black. Has black, you know, one of each strand or what have you. So I did do a little palette cleanser and made my own pattern. And literally, after making these, I made this in no time. Like, I forgot how fast these whip up or what have you. And it's still a cute hood. It's a good pattern. So that's what I did to palette cleanse. But I did make one for myself, and that is this one. And let me just bring her down real quick. This one was made with the yarn, with some yarn that I picked up on that Joann's run. And I picked up enough of that yarn to make it, but then there was like only, I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh, what happened was, when I was checking out, I bought what I needed of this yarn to make me one, because I really loved how colorful it was in this game. And I think I needed to spend literally like 50 cents. Like, it was like a dumb amount. Like, I had to spend a dumb amount just to get, you know, if you spend $35, you get $10 off or something like that. So I was literally 50 cents away from saving $10. So I went back into the aisle and I bought more of this yarn, and it was only like two skeins left anyway. So I picked it up. But this is, I had the ball band and now I don't, but I will make sure I tell you the name of this yarn. But this was I want to say, come on, Angie, think. It is, I know the yarn is called Carousel, but it's made, I believe it's Big Twist Carousel. Oh my God, it took me so long to get that out. But look how beautiful this yarn is. And it's very, you know, got that bounce for you. And I just love how this one, and I adorned this one with a button. So I have that button on it. And this one is mine. It's a very lightweight make. It's really cool. So this is how this one turned out. I'm gonna just slide my arms through this one right here. And so that's how this one fits. So this one is mine. Oh, look how cute. Okay. So this one is mine, and I haven't worn it out yet in public, but I plan to very, very soon. And yeah, so now that that's out of my system, thank you for watching. Oh, you like my shirt? I'm gonna share more about this shirt during my next video. So please, if it's your first time here, like, comment, and subscribe, all of the things, introduce yourself and stuff, and you know, and stay tuned, because I did a thing. And I did it last year and I didn't share it, but I will definitely share more about that in the next video. And when we speak in the next video, when I share that thing, there may be a giveaway. I don't know. It just might be a giveaway. So so you might want to stay tuned for that next video. I'm hoping to be able to record that and get that to you very quickly, very shortly after this one. Yeah, so look out for that, because I'm super excited to share that with you all. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back on. It's just been thing on top of thing on top of thing that just kind of prevents me from getting on and sharing with you. So I've been going crazy. So I've been crocheting like crazy. So I still have some things I want to share in the thing that I did. So I will see you all in the next one. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Bye. Hey cousins, one last thing. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated with every video that I post. Okay, thank you so much. I love you again.